and got a lot of respect. Obviously, our conference, that was great for our conference. Obviously, I would say we won the game, and I feel great about it, but that was a real one. First of all, it's real players, a well-coached team in that environment, and that's a top five right there, and I'm very proud of our guys, and I say that I'm really proud. We did not play well. There's a lot of things. I mean, play well in certain areas, but we had to play hard. And to be down, whatever we were down, at least 10 points, I know that. It could have been out worse if our defense gave up too many big plays, but they toughened up and tightened up and made them settle for field goals. That, to me, was a big part of the difference of the game. Once we get in the red zone, we kind of tighten things up a little bit. So, offensively, a long way to go. JT Barrett was outstanding. I mean, he was not outstanding, but he's one of the toughest guys I've ever been around, and a guy that I know who I want behind center in those kind of environments is JT Barrett. So answer your questions for you.
Front row left here, Clay.
Coach, can you speak to the resolve or what it took to turn this thing around? Was there much adjustment at half?
Yeah, there was. I was, it's my job, I guess, to be upset. And I came in there and I was ready to tear into people and all that. And I look at a bunch of professionals, the defense, who gave up 300 yards in the first half, and someone said 33 or something in the third quarter. So I just saw a bunch of professionals going about their business. They had the overlays going on, and the coaches are working, and that's what everybody gets paid to do, and they did very well. Good job. So I'm very proud of 90 coaches.
Just one last, that sack by committee to end the game, what did that mean to that defense?
I didn't see it. They were scripted for the next set. I just almost got ran over on the sideline. So you'd have to ask those guys.
Back left, Bill.
Has there been a game in your tenure here that maybe you thought, what is going on? How bad was it?
I never thought that way, Bill. I mean, I thought this is a tough one now. I mean, especially I looked out there and saw very good players all over the field. That running back's outstanding for me, and they did some good things against us. That's a very good coaching staff. They had 2 weeks to prepare, and you could tell. We got another situation coming up this week, another bye week team, so on the road. So I wouldn't say that. Some indicators were that was going to be a bad ending, but on our sideline you can tell it's just what do we do? What good close football teams do? Hang in there and keep swinging.
Over here to Ari.
Urban, we talked all week about whether last week's 93-yard performance in Indiana was a fundamental issue. At times it seemed like you guys had some issues throwing the football. And at the end of the game, the stats look nice. I know you're looking at them, but I was just wondering how you felt you performed from a passing standpoint, and are there
I think I would make a change at quarterback. Not performing the way I wanted to.
Did you ever feel during the game that...
JT, I'm kidding.
I ain't even hear you, Coach.
What's that?
Did you ever feel during the game that there were some issues in the passing game, and what were those, and did it kind of impact your play calling?
Yeah, it did. And that's just all. What were they? They did a nice job switching up man and zone, and we worked so hard on man beaters all week, and they played a lot of zone against us. We pushed the ball down the field and didn't come up with it. I want to see at least 5-6 times, and we didn't come up with it. And that's concerning. But once again, that's just the game. We still end up with 200-some yards, 26 yards passing against one of the top 5 defenses in America. So we're good, man.
Right here to the right.
What told you that maybe that fade to Noah Brown was the play to call at that point? I mean, what just stood out?
Well, we were that was a tough situation. We liked that matchup, and then I actually said that make sure Noah's in there because he's our guy, and we made the throw. And JT and Noah got a nice little chemistry between the two of them down there.
Last 2 questions here. Far left here, Dave.
I know you haven't been here since 2012, a young team, first trip for all these players. I'm curious, when you see the game tighten up as a coach, what are the signs that you look for to know that this young group is handling that tight of a game in an environment like this?
Well, I really was impressed with the offense because we had some long drives there in the fourth quarter to get, Dontre Wilson, what a great play he made when JT scrambled, and we were moving the ball. First half we were not. So the signs were there that if this game kept going, that we were starting to move the ball on a little bit. That's I don't want to say there was a panic at all. I mean, there's a lot of urgency about getting us in the right play. They did a nice job defending us. I think 2 good teams going at each other.
And last question over here to the right, Pat.
What's the
in a game like this where it's so tough to get yards and make plays, what's the comfort level of having JT to be able to lean on so
Well, I've been lucky. Now, you look at some of the quarterbacks I've been blessed to coach and been around, and I know in that situation, that's what I want behind center. He didn't play his best game. When he does, it's incredible. What he does do is the absolute test of a leader is to raise the level of play those around him. And he's surrounded by a bunch of guys that were newbies this year. Now they're not. You have a true freshman playing left guard. And it's a quarterback's responsibility to pick up his level of play. Same with a bunch of new receivers. So that's what makes JT so special.
Coach, what is that you're wearing? It looks like a 16 on it.
Oh, I think it's his own 16.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Urban.